Welcome to Gizzi's America.
It's 9:30 tonight, and we're coming to you from the Des Moines Convention Center. At this point, nearly half the vote in the Iowa caucuses are in. It appears as though Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum are in a dead heat with just over 24% of the vote each. Ron Paul hot on their trails with 23%, and Newt Gingrich 13.4%. Rick Perry 10, and Michelle Bachmann in last place. Joining me is someone who needs no introduction to conservatives everywhere, Congressman Steve King of Iowa. Congressman, thanks for joining us here.
Glad to be here, John. It's been an exhilarating day here in Iowa, and I've traveled around a lot and done a lot of stops today, and we're going to be in suspense, I think, tonight until the last vote is counted.
Really? Well, having an early morning flight, I'm not looking forward to it. However, let me ask you this. Who do you think is going to win tonight? You've sweated out some close races.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just go back to my prediction, and I predicted yesterday and put it in print that I thought Mitt Romney would win here in the closest of races with Rick Santorum. That I thought that Santorum's ascendancy and his surge was going to be just not quite enough to eclipse Mitt Romney. Now, if that holds, we'll see. But I also, it could go the other way very, very easily looking at these numbers. I thought Ron Paul would be third, but I thought his numbers would have drifted down more than they have. He's stronger than I predicted he would be, and congratulations to him for that. Right. And then I thought that Newt Gingrich would be in fourth place.
All right, Newt Gingrich has said he is going on. We talked today to former Congressman Greg Gansky, who said he will campaign in New Hampshire when there are two debates preceding the votes next Tuesday, and then he'll go on in South Carolina. Is Newt Gingrich still a major factor in this race?
Well, he's a very effective debater. If he doesn't compete in New Hampshire, who will? I think that's a good strategy for him. There's 1 week is not so long. If he has a strong showing in New Hampshire, that could prop him up to go on down and spend it'll be 2 weeks yet before South Carolina's vote after New Hampshire. So I think that's a wise strategy for Newt. I can go with that.
Right.
And I'm going to New Hampshire myself the day after tomorrow.
All right. You're one of 3 Republican House members who backed Pat Buchanan for president back in 1996. Mm-hmm. Where are the Buchanan brigades lining up here in the Hawkeye State?
I think a lot of them have lined up behind Rick Santorum. Some of them have lined up behind Ron Paul. And when I think about that, some of the faces that I worked with back then are more likely to be in the Paul camp right now. So I think that's how it's been, though, is the Buchanan supporters have been split between Santorum and Ron Paul.
Recently you declared you were neutral in the race. You issued a non-endorsement. Is that still your position?
Well, it is my position, and I didn't expect to be in this position. And as the events unfolded the way they did, it's a way too long a story, and some of the things are just personal. These are friends, and I like them, I respect them. Michelle Bachmann is a wonderful close friend, and Rick Santorum is as well. But I came to this point where I did not have the conviction that one single candidate was the one that should be the next president of the United States. I like them all. And without a conviction, I couldn't make an endorsement. It's different than just putting up a vote. A conviction is required before I can ask others to follow my lead.
Well, you certainly are a man of conviction, Congressman, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, John.
Here.